Next up is Nguyen Anh-Tri. He is president of Navarra Computers and NovatechGadgets.com, a people online high-tech supplier. He's held a number of academic positions, including professor of thermal sciences and mechanical and chemical engineering at Lamar University, and served as faculty advisor to Vietnamese, Iranian, and Palestinian and Middle Eastern students. As a student in the United States during the early 1970s, he helped launch the first organized Vietnamese student anti-war movement and became the first student deported by the U.S. government for anti-war activities. Although he ultimately won his case, the U.S. government refused to return his passport and identification until 1981. So please welcome Nguyen Anh-Tri.
I have a little soft voice, so I'm trying my best. Okay? I'm using this medicine here. I think the first thing that I'd like to mention here is to invite you to understand the culture of the Vietnamese people. I think part of the lack of understanding that, okay, as well as understanding the culture of any other people there, is the cause of wars. So basically, and to begin with the discussion today, I'd like to use a Vietnamese common greeting phrase for that, Chào đồng bào. Most of you probably know what Chào means. Anybody know what Chào means? Okay, so at least one. Okay. Let's very much the Chào like the Italian Chào. The Italian actually adopted from us in the 13th century. Okay. Ciao has a very significant meaning. It can be both hello or goodbye. Okay. You can always say ciao for as hi or goodbye. Ciao. Now here I know that there's some Vietnamese looking student here. So basically, I asked them please not to answer this question. What's đồng bào mean? I mean, to the panel, what's đồng bào Vietnamese mean? Đồng bào, you probably not heard about it. So obviously, when we don't know about that culture there, then we definitely shouldn't get involved with even the people of different politics. Okay, right wing, left wing, enemies, friends, foes, they're all chào đồng bào. Okay, this is very unusual. Okay, it happened that today, I know that all of us here are the same group, same modern human, Homo sapien is the same group. Okay, the one that nearest to us, the Neanderthals, extinct a long time ago, and my opinion that they're extinct because they have they lack social skills. Okay. Basically, arrogance, using force as a means to treat each other. And so basically, we don't want that kind of human that imitate that Neanderthals. Okay, because we eventually probably will think faster than the Neanderthals. Okay, so the đồng bào is clearly, the Vietnamese has discovered that 5,000 years ago. And I like to share, okay, in order to see that that slide here. This slide is a product of the U.S. Air Force. Okay, but byproduct or whatever accident products. Early in the 80s, Vietnamese economy hit almost at the bottom of the Earth's the world poverty scale. We are only richer than Ethiopia. You probably heard about the starvation of Ethiopia. Okay, and so the only choice, the chance that the people can survive is trying to use the metal detectors and collect all of these the bomb fragments in order to sell it for survive. Okay. This is happened to my birthplace too. When I went there and tried to find one single fragment there for souvenir, I couldn't find one. Okay. I asked the people, where are those fragments? You were supposed to bomb B-52 in this valley here. Okay, 24 hours there, and every day I was in Da Nang and I see that the land was trembling. That was my birthplace, and now I can't find even a single fragment of bomb. They said, look, we were starving, so we just scoop it up, all of these fragments, and sell to Japan. And so you see this coin there was accidentally found okay, in what actually birthplace of Vietnam. Okay, and what happened is that it's 4,000 years ago. It's the gold coins. Okay, 4,000 years ago, our ancestor has made gold coin the early capitalism of the whole world. But this is the capitalism for good, capitalism for the people, not capitalism for the elite or the special groups. Okay. So basically, the message here I want to relay that we were happy 4,000 years ago. We weren't stone people. So the U.S. Air Force would not need it to bomb us back to the Stone Age, because we weren't Stone Age people at the time. So I have maybe a few more lines there. I was discussing the way that how people treat each other. So you can see that you can resolve some secret question. For example, why the Vietnamese are so resilient? Okay, why do they not give up? You got the equivalent of 200 Hiroshima bombs on the land smaller than in Southern California. Now, if you know about the law of physics, each big bomb there exploded, there's only 1/3 of the destruction force going down, 2/3 going up. So the Pentagon scientists actually is smarter than that. They'll try to design smaller bomb, which means that less waste destruction. So actually, the equivalent of Michael mentioned 8 millions. My statistic is 6.3 millions. But anyway, that's equivalent to 500 Hiroshima bombs on the land of smaller than Southern California. Now that's not surprising. You got 3 million people die. That 3 million đồng bào die. Okay, it doesn't care what color he is. He's red. He's green. He's color. He's whatever he is. But that 3 million. And then we got about 5 million men. Okay, I mean disabled. And then on the top of that, the defoliant, the orange agents there, causing 3 million actually suffering, deform and all this. Okay? And then you're probably surprised to learn that 12% of the Vietnamese suffers mental disease. Okay? The 12%, which is right now on this statistic, is about 10 million. So you count those million there, counting that there was only 24 million at the time of the war. And maybe at the end of the war, maybe 35 million. That's a large percentage, and that's it's unfair to get that kind of treatment, okay, from the supposedly to be the most civilized superpower in the world. Okay. Now, how do I dare to say that that was unfair? In 1956, my father, it's a personal story. He's the commander of the battalion's size commanders for Ho Chi Minh forces, Vietnam. Okay. But of course, required by Geneva's agreement in 1954, he stays south. He's not moving north. Okay. He wanted to send me north. Okay. My mom said, no, you stay south, and your son has to be with the family. So my father stayed there, okay. And he happened to be a devout Catholic. Well, you hear mostly Catholic anti-communist all this. So basically, Nguyen Anh-Tri was the president at the time, agreed that, well, this guy is Catholic, so he's not communist. So basically, Nguyen Anh-Tri recruited my father to be his special secretary, which means that he was the speech writer, he was the telephone answering. Anyone phoned Nguyen Anh-Tri, including the president of the United States. Well, he was the one who answered first. Okay, he's fluent in French and in English, in French, in English, in Japanese. So basically, he's the smart guy. Okay. Now, after Mark mentioned that the Nguyen Anh-Tri was encouraged by the United States to refuse the election. Okay, because obviously the people will vote for the resistant hero, which is Ho Chi Minh. Okay, Ho Chi Minh knew that it's impossible. With the U.S. interference, it's impossible. So he actually sent letters to my father and had my father convey the letters to Nguyen Anh-Tri, okay, telling him, okay, let's share the power, okay, and avoid civil war between two sides. And the proposition is that Ho Chi Minh will be president, Nguyen Anh-Tri will be vice president, okay, Golden Jew, which is his associate, will be prime minister, and Phạm Văn Đồng stepped down to be a vice prime minister. So basically, that's the kind of arrangement. And the deal was going on. The CIA actually stepped in. Okay. They arrest my father and 9 other associated. They kill all the 9 other associated, tortured them in Hue. And then why did did not they kill my father? Because my father is a Catholic, and he got basically what is friendship with some bishop, high rank, in the church. The bishop intervened, and therefore they spare my father alive, but they subject my father to be miserable, torture, threatened many times, threatened to throw over the helicopters for his almost many decades of his last life. Okay. Now, to elaborate the story a little bit more, he also lost his property during the after 75 so-called reform, okay, of the new government. So basically, he's not standing with anyone at all. Okay, basically, he stands alone. So, and then after that, you see that in 1963, the U.S. we knew all that. The U.S. government actually engineers the coup d'état and killed the Golden Jew, which is 42 years, exactly 42 years, 3 days from now. So, okay, you see all kind of the story like that, and I think that we don't need to mention it. You probably already knew. The aspect of the culture is this. Okay, we as Vietnamese, we refer each other as brother, sister, same mothers, implying that we should love each other, sharing, caring for each other as the children of same family. And numerous proverbs, old poetry there refer to that teaching. I've just cited a couple. Bầu ơi thương lấy bí cùng, tuy rằng khác giống nhưng chung một dạng. Khôn ngoan đối đáp người ngoài, gà cùng một mẹ tía hoài đá nhau. Nhiễu điều phủ lấy giá gương, người trong một nước phải thương nhau cùng. The last one is very interesting. Cold windows, okay, get warm by the curtain, okay, and that means we, as the same people in the country, should love each other. Okay. Now, this is not a poem from like Larry or anything. This is the old proverbs, thousand years ago. Mother would teach children, okay, and after many generations, so it become a culture that people in the same country should love each other. Okay. When I speak like this and call you Đồng Bào, which means some people in my country probably object. Well, how can you call American imperialists as Đồng Bào? Okay. Well, of course, you're not imperialist, but of course. But even so, I am a scientist. I share the concept that we are the same human being. Survive, okay, when 5 others could not. 5 other human beings. I've just mentioned one. Okay, so basically, we should treat others as the same family, same mother. Okay, which means that sharing that the wealth, the equality. Okay, why not? Are we afraid of being called communists? Okay, well, the communist China or communist Vietnam is no longer communist anyway. Okay, they are capitalists. So who else in communists? They don't deserve that kind of word, but we deserve that. We fight for the equality, for the fairness. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, not far from here we have 2 guys, Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. Okay, are they sharing their wealth with us? Do they love us? In this small town here, just $15. Okay, you can compare with how many dollars they get an hour. Okay, and then people here would just not be proving it. Okay, so basically, okay, I'm short of time right now, so I reserve that more discussion and then tomorrow. So I would say that I thank you for the discussion. Thank you for learning more on the Vietnamese culture, and I think that the lack of social equitable relationship, especially caring for the same human being, plays more important than human fairness, to exist in many countries, including in the United States. Okay, I think I think the idea right now, as I said, I think I like to promote the treatment like Đồng Bào in here too. If we can promote that idea, everyone here are the same. Okay, just say hello instead of hello. I say hello da. That's because the Italian already adapt the first part about ciao. Okay, but unfortunately the Westerner didn't actually. The good part is a da. They never adapted.